Fox 2's Dave Kinchin had a front row seat. Dave.
Yeah, you can tell the crew is breaking down here at Drake Enterprises moments after former President Trump left the building here, speaking to a crowd of at least several hundred inside and many outside. Here's what we know. This had the backdrop, of course, of tense talks between the UAW and the Detroit Three, and former President Trump used that backdrop to talk about his experience in his record as president when it came to what he said was saving manufacturing jobs. He says that President Biden, who was just here yesterday, of course, rallying with UAW members, he said that Biden's plan for the economy and for the auto industry would actually strengthen China rather than the American auto worker and worker in general. Here's more about what former President Trump had to say and what people who opposed his appearance said as well.
And the workers of America are getting, to put it very nicely, screwed. You're getting screwed. Yesterday, Joe Biden came to Michigan to pose for photos at the picket line. But it's his policies that send Michigan auto workers to the unemployment line. He only came after I announced that I would be here. You know, he announced quite a bit later. Spoke for a few seconds. Did you notice he spoke for what, a few seconds? And he had absolutely no idea what he was saying. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know what we were saying. Where am I? He's saying, where am I? Oh, you're in Michigan. Oh, that's great. What do they do in Michigan? They grow wheat in Michigan, he said. Why is it that these big, powerful car companies with guys that are making $35 million a year immediately quit? They say, you want electric vehicles, we'll give it to you, when the damn things don't go far enough and they're too expensive. And I'm not in that business, but I know a lot about it. They don't go far enough.
We're here to say hell no to Donald Trump. He needs to not be in here. People should come out to stop him from his bigoted attacks on the people of Michigan. We need Michigan to stand together for immigrant rights, for union rights, and against Donald Trump.
He's here to try to strike some points and win some votes, which I don't think he's going to do because he's here at a non-union shop, so he's showing who he really is. He is anti-worker. He is a pro-fascist, racist criminal that needs to be in jail for trying to stage a coup.
And Trump talked about a lot of issues, not just the auto industry. He touched on social issues as well. Here's what else we know. This venue, Drake Enterprises, is a non-union auto parts supplier, although there were some UAW members in attendance here. We also know that Trump reached out to UAW President Shawn Fain. He said, Shawn seems like a good man. He said, Shawn, give me a call and we'll work this out. Now, if you followed UAW President Fain's recent remarks, more in the national media, especially over the past weekend, he basically said he doesn't see any reason to meet with the former president about the talks between the UAW and the Detroit Three, because as Fain said, Trump represents the billionaire class, not the working class. And of course, this appearance by former President Trump went right up to the time, 9 o'clock, when the second Republican presidential debate started out in California, and this was the second debate that Trump skipped and used a primetime address to get his remarks out there at the same time as well. We're live in Clinton Township. Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
And Dave, as we'll hear, there were plenty of people, the candidates during the debate, that did point that out, that Trump wasn't there and that he should be there. But he quickly did turn this event, which was supposed to address the workers, it felt, into a campaign event where he was clearly going after his main opponent, President Biden.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You heard some of the remarks, some of the jabs that former President Trump had for President Biden. And not only that, but he was touching on issues as it related to gender conversion therapy, talking about transgender issues. Trump touched on crime in American cities as well. He touched on a lot of other issues, including what he called the weaponization of the American government in what he called a political persecution against himself. So very much this sounding like a campaign speech, and national media picking up on the former president's remarks from right here in Clinton Township tonight.